I am but two minds about this. On one end, as you guys know, if you out there been following the Raw report, I did not understand and even think about the whole reason Liv was in the tournament any damn way. And then ultimately, when they finally dropped the bomb of she could become a double champion, I'm kind of like, that sounds like intriguing television, and I'd watch that. On the other end, Japanese fucking anime, bro. I want Japanese anime. See, you see how simple that was? Because see, let me explain how this arc is gonna work, right? EO's gonna win. They're gonna run this back, and then Mommy and EO will both be world champions at the same time, and then they unite again, and it's Japanese anime. See, problem solved. See, I would book it that way. Because I'm not sitting up here saying Liv that you couldn't book Liv to be a double champion, that she couldn't carry it or anything like that if you want the full monopoly, but this roster is too big and too full of great women who can fight for the titles being separate. Because I think about this now, one thing I did not mention in the Raw report was Julius finally freed and I don't know, can wrestle. And then Blake Monroe came out and blah, blah, blah. Well, who's it? Blake Monroe. Whatever. Anyhow, for the state of the booking, for the state of both divisions, I think it's best if EO becomes Queen of the Ring. And then you run this back, and then EO wins the championship. Because if we're going through another mode and another arc of, down with the Judgment Day, because, on Raw they sat up here and did poor Roxy wrong, and it's like Raquel couldn't get the job done, and JD is on the drugs, and by the drugs I mean the very nice, very evil drugs, and Dominic Mysterio will be Triple A Mega Champion for like fucking ever, so I don't know. But Japanese motherfucking anime, bro. I just need Japanese anime back. That's all I desire. That is all I need is Japanese anime. And then when they do the double champion thing and they click the titles together and then they turn into Sailor Scouts, Japanese anime, bro. Japanese anime. But this is going to be a banger. You can count on that. We got more Savage Arrow.